Right, so Jordana's just told me you've designed all these lovely dresses. I saw there was a few of you over there a minute ago.
Yeah.
So, your inspiration today?
In fact, the outfit that I'm wearing is around 20 years old.
Pulse.
I'm from a background, Carol Rose, I'm from a fashion background. My business partner, Anastasia Chikizi, is very well known in the Afro hair industry. She's the owner of Purely Natural Hair Salon, which is one of the most leading hair salons, natural hair salons in Europe, if not the world. And we've basically pulled our love for style. I'm from a fashion background. I've worked in the industry for 20 years. Obviously, hair and beauty is her thing, and we believe that to pool our resources and pull our creativity to create something special. The inspiration has always been to look back at our history and design what we call modest clothing with a Western feel, because we live in the West, and it's about taking inspiration from all aspects, not just culturally from Africa, but because we own it all. So a lot of these designs are 20 years old, but this is part of our new collection, and it really is about art. So it's this African way of using fabric and just draping it in a particular way. So what Jordan's wearing is a top, but this is just 2 meters of fabric just tied in a particular way. So this kind of forms the line for our new collection, where it's simplicity. You get the top that you like, you fix it how you want, and then you have 2 meters of fabric in whichever, and then you just drape and tie it however you want it.
So you can be creative, basically.
We're handing the creativity back to the individual. It's like your handwriting. Nobody has the same, two people have the same handwriting.
Come, Caroline. Come here. Caroline's doing some paperwork right now.
So this is our very talented seamstress, a designer in her own right, our pattern cutter, Caroline Bruce.
Hello. And she's wearing a lovely dress as well. Is this one old or is this brand new?
Tonight. So with the African theme in mind.
Yes, about to say Black Panther theme. For you, how do you feel having an auntie that is obviously, she's paving the way in the community when it comes to fashion, and her team?
We had this conversation fairly recently, actually, and it made her cry, which wasn't my intention. She's the reason I got into fashion. So I remember being 5 growing up and not knowing what Harrods was and not knowing where Selfridges was, but just being driven there and being taken to all these places where she would just cut out designs and be like, oh, well, try this on, and use me as like a mannequin. I didn't know what was going on, but I loved it. She always says to me it's an honor for me to work with her, but for me, I feel like it's an honor being a model for her, because it's something that I've wanted to be in terms of within the fashion industry. I've always wanted to be kind of an icon or someone, because I was raised to kind of love it.
What is your favourite part of the design process yourself, or what you particularly like to do? Because you do the pattern cutting and stuff like that.
I do like from design to finish, basically. My favourite part is imagining how a woman would walk and how the fabric moves around the body for me. So that's my favourite part.
Is it your first Screen Nation?
It is. So I'm quite excited. I went to the Digital is Media Awards, but this is the first one that I've been to for this one.
Oh my God! How would you say The Apprentice has changed your life?
It's odd being recognised. That's one of the things that's weird, because especially when I'm in London, I get recognised a lot. Everybody's been really nice, especially like the black community has been massively behind me. So yeah, I'm just really grateful for it all.
I have to ask, is there anyone you're looking forward to seeing tonight?
I might just have to keep that under wraps. Can't share everything, but maybe.
I think I might know who.
Really?
Yeah. Who? It was between me and you. We'll talk later. We'll talk later.
My name's Donna Kroll. I'm an actor.
You're an actor?
Well, yeah. One of the things I learned at drama school, and my teacher said, my acting teacher had said, my name is Kay Styles. She said, I'm an actor. Actress is what models and prostitutes call themselves. That's good, so I'll stick with that. So I've always called myself an actor.
Okay, I like this because that's like gender equality anyway. What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to the event, of course, but also looking forward to seeing what everyone's wearing, channeling Black Panther and Wakanda.
There's certainly Wakandering around. And there's some wonderful stalls inside as well that you have.
Have you seen the dolls?
Yes, the dolls, the black dolls are wonderful.
I didn't bring any money.
Well, it's a good thing you left your money at home though, right? Would you not have spent it all?
I think it's wonderful because we've all been acting more decades than we'd like to admit. And it's great to see something like this Black Panther film. We've had milestones in the past when, you know, somebody got a nice part in Hollywood or somebody is in the West End doing something really good. But this year, I think it's the result of the Obama ripple that's happened. And what we're seeing is black people being celebrated and acknowledged. And I've always said that the last art form, the hardest art form to break is film and television, because our perspective is so different to everybody else's. Absolutely. And it's never been allowed. It's never been allowed because it will change the way people think and change the way people, not just black people, but les autres, it will change the way they see themselves in the world, and it's never been allowed to happen. It's wonderful to see young people coming up behind us and doing great things, not just in Hollywood, but here on the internet, in the theatre, and it's changed the way that Britain sees itself. Now I look at an advert, every advert has a black person in it. Absolutely. That wasn't the case when we were girls.
And it's no longer a surprise, because at one time, if you saw one, you go, look, a black person.
And when we were girls, nobody was going to America because black Americans didn't have any work either. It's just in the last sort of 20 years that people like David, Aleyewole and Harewood and Idris have gone, because none of like Hugh Quashie didn't go because there was no work for black Americans. And so what were we going to do over there?
Now some of them are complaining that we're taking their work, but hey.
Well, that serves them right. So, ladies, what advice would you give to any actors, sorry, let me get it right, any actors that are coming up?
Go where the work is.
Right. Don't be afraid.
Train. Keep fit. Work hard. So when you get to our age, you look like us.
Exactly what Viola Davis said. Viola Davis said, do the work. You can't get away from doing the work.
Don't go thinking I'm going to be a star, I'm going to be famous, because before they became famous, they did the work, and we are doing the work.
Okay. So my hashtag for this interview is going to be do the work. All right, and you are here with your girls from Pulse 88 Radio and these lovely actors, not actresses, and we are out.
Hi.
Pulse 88 Radio.
Oh, right, okay.
So we're going to hit the...
It's radio.
Yes, it's radio.
You needn't look.
No, you need... Look, so I'm starting off with the interview and she doesn't want to look because it's just for radio. And she's just taken her shoes